This magazine is called Grow, and well, Kelly, your brand is called GrowthMD, so I feel like we had to talk. Tell us what GrowthMD stands for.
Thanks, Kris. We started GrowthMD around 4 years ago, and at that time we were trying to come up with a name that fit our personality. The hardest part starting a business is, I think, picking the name, or that's what my clients tell me anyway. So we went with the MD to signify the work we do with medical and dental, and then we went with the growth because that was a frequent word that would come up, and a theme that would come up in the work we were doing with our clients. So growing businesses, growing time, growing wealth generation. That GrowthMD it was.
Yeah, and in your profile, what's interesting, you tell the audience that you're different. I'm very curious in what way GrowthMD is different. I'm sure you are, but I'm curious to hear what makes you different.
Yeah, sure. So when we started, we had a few values or I guess non-negotiables that we wanted to instill in our business, and that was that we wanted to work with clients in a digital savvy way, so not just in the way we interact but in the workflows and in the choices they're making in their business, so that they can gain those efficiencies. We also I like to think, and I hope my team agrees, that where so many people come to us because they're not connecting with their accountants, so it's older, it's stuffy, or they can't get just an honest, straight down to earth answer. So we wanted to be different in that we were sort of more on the journey with our clients. We'd talk to them in plain language. And we'd just instill a few of those things into our brand promise.
Yeah. Now, often I hear this comment. You used the word stuffy a moment ago. In what way can you make it less stuffy?
Well, I think it's down to the culture of your team, but also the clients that you work with. So the clients that we work with, they know we have more of a relaxed style, not relaxed in the advice we give or the professionalism, but if I have to have a call with a client while I've got my kids in the back of the car, then I have to have it. If my team feel more comfortable getting through their workday wearing shorts or jeans, that's okay. It doesn't matter. The work's getting done and they're still, providing me with their best and our clients with their best. And just language. You don't have to use big words and quote sections of the Tax Act to just get that message across to clients and know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Now, why would I need someone, as a doctor, why would I need someone like you who specializes in medical?
Well, I like to think that it's a bit like the doctor-patient scenario where you have a patient come in with a complex issue, and you have a choice. Then you can refer them to somebody who specialises in that area and does that every day of the week. Or you can make a choice to treat that patient yourself, but you might have to do more research. It might take you longer to come up with a treatment plan. You might even have some doubts about whether that is the right treatment plan for the situation or the issue. So I like to think that it's like that. We deal with clients in the same industry with the same issues every single day. And for that reason, the team is upskilled and trained on those particular issues. And we can spot them early as well. We can look at something or glance at something and go, there's an issue here. We've seen it before with so-and-so or so-and-so and it ended badly. So I think it's just, taking those day-to-day bread and butter skills that and tips that we're picking up with clients and transferring them within the client group.
Yeah. Now, I could be terribly wrong here, Kelly, but I feel like you're having fun being an accountant.
Yeah. Can't you tell from the smile?
Exactly, yeah. So what's the secret of having fun as an accountant?
Yeah, I think it's in your team and in your clients. So our client group is like they are all people that I would go out for a drink with or a coffee with. they're business people trying to do their best, and I feel like I'm on the journey with them, so I just like it. And when they get a good result, it feels like a mini win for me as well, which maybe that's a little bit sad. Maybe I don't have enough going on in my life, but I think accountants, a good accountant, can add far more value than people give them credit for.
Yeah.
So I've had clients say to me, I finally get it, and you have no idea what a weight off my mind this is now. I understand it, and that makes me happy.
Yeah, is that the biggest win? Let's put it that way. When your customer feels they can take control of their accountancy again, it's not always about saving money. Is it the understanding that's your biggest success outcome?
I think so. I think the understanding and the confidence, when they have confidence in their situation, so they're not second guessing and they're not wondering, and that they feel I'm sorted, I'm confident, I've got all my ducks in a row, I'm planning, I'm building wealth, I've got my taxes under control, my business is growing profitably and sustainably. When all those things come together, that's a bit of a magic moment.
Yeah. Now, you're based in Queensland. How big is your action radius with GrowthMD?
Well, we have clients in most states in Australia, particularly throughout 2020 and 2021 with the pandemic. Physical location became a lot less of an issue for many people, and we had clients popping up from all over. So when I do get to go and travel, which will hopefully be in the next couple of months, I've got a great road trip planned where I get to visit some amazing places, because we've got so many clients everywhere now.
Yeah, come and see us here in Perth. By then we might be open again as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll need a little bit of extra time to get to Perth.
Yes, exactly. Now, and a question that's of interest to our audience in particular, when they do marketing, how do you budget for marketing? How do you budget for digital? Is that something that you can shine a light on from an accountant's perspective?
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, you should budget for all of your expenditures. That's me with my accountant's hat on saying that. And marketing is just as a legitimate and important budget planning item as training and registrations and all the other things you budget for in your business. The amount of the budget will depend on where your business is at. So I have mature general practice that spend hardly anything on marketing, but I have a lot of new general practice that are starting up. Then the most important action item for them at the moment is getting bums on seats and getting patients in the door to see their doctors, and that's critical to their cash flow and their success. So their budget is far higher than you would expect for a general practice. And then, of course, the different specialties have different needs. Some operate on referrals, but many of my clients, particularly in cosmetics or plastic surgery, there's a large allocation to marketing budgets. And I'm in the privileged position that I can see when the budget gets turned off. You can see the different impacts it does flow through to the rest of the financials. And depending on what your specialty is, it can be quite dramatic.
Yeah. So even with your accountant's hat on, you would say, don't turn it off. Keep doing marketing.
Yeah, I think so. And I think even if you do turn it off, you need to, you don't turn it off blindly. You might turn it off temporarily because your books are full, but that might not always be the case. So you need to make those important decisions along the way, and and make sure you're looking at your data and linking your marketing spend to an outcome or a return.
Now, you've made it pretty clear to me, Kelly, why a doctor would choose GrowthMD. Is there anything we haven't touched that's an extra reason to get in touch with you and ask you to become their accountant?
I think it's just, there's a lot of people out there that are unhappy with accountants, and they're unhappy with their accountants, financial planners, lawyers. I think in general there can be a little bit of, near enough is good enough in the professions. You know, they're all the same. And I just challenge that thinking. You know, we get great reviews from our clients, and we do invest a lot with our clients of time and care and knowledge. So I think if you're somebody out there thinking, yeah, my accountant's okay, but, you know, I wouldn't write home about them, then you probably should be looking around. And of course, I would recommend GrowthMD.
Thanks for your time, Kelly. All the best, and speak to you soon in the near future.
Thank you. Thanks, Kris.